Now in this example, I want to sketch the parabola for a given quadratic function using the vertex and the x-intercepts and y-intercepts. Okay, so this is the first example, f of x equals 9 minus x plus 3 squared. Okay, so the vertex form is if we like to write a vertex form, vertex form always put the complete square in the first term. Okay, so this is the negative x plus 3 square plus 9, right? So what is the vertex? Vertex form is f of x equals what? Equals xa times x minus h square and plus k. So compare this one with this one. So you can see that h should be equal to negative 3 and the k is equal to 9. So negative 3, 9, this is negative 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9. So negative 3, 9 would be here. Right. Okay, so this is the vertex. We also need to know the x-intercept and the y-intercept, right? So the x-intercept, could be we set y to be 0. So in other words, it's 9 minus x plus 3 square equals 0. So in other words, x plus 3 square equals 9. So x plus 3 equals, we take the square root, but you have the plus or minus sign. So this is the plus or minus 3, right? So you have x plus 3 equals 3, or x plus 3 equals negative 3. So this gives you that this x equals 0, this equals x equals negative 6. So 0, so x-intercept would be 0, 0, and the negative 6, 0. So negative 6 is here, 0, 0 is here, right? So what about the y-intercept? The y-intercept is, we set x equals 0. So in other words, we set x to be 0. So in other words, we need to know what is f of 0. F of 0, you plug in x equals 0, so it becomes negative 0 plus 3 square plus 9. So this would be negative 9 plus 9 equals 0. So in other words, 0, 0 is also the y-intercept. So 0, 0 is here. The x-intercept and the y-intercept coincide. So now then we use the parabola to connect these 3 points. Right, not very good. Here is not it's a smooth curve. Okay, so this is the sketch of the graph. So you can find the vertex form to get it quickly. Okay. Another one is if you have f of x equals x squared plus 2x minus 8. Okay. So how to find the vertex? So here the vertex is h equals negative b over 2a and k equals c minus b squared over 4a, or you can do it as k equals f of negative b over 2a. It's the same. So here negative b is 2, so it's negative 2 over 2 times 1, which is negative 1. And the c is, so here c is negative 8 minus b squared, which is 2 squared over 4 times a times 1. So this is 1, so it's negative 9. So in other words, you will have the vertex form of this one is negative, a is 1, right? A is 1, so it's x minus h negative 1 square. So here is 1 times, right? And plus k plus negative 9. Let's rewrite it as you can have the vertex form, which is x plus 1 square, then minus 9. Okay, so let's sketch the graph. So first let's locate the vertex. Vertex is negative 1 and 9. 9 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here is negative 1. Right? So the vertex would be this point. What about x-intercept? X-intercept. X-intercept, you can just set f of x equals 0. So we set f of x equals 0. So you have x plus 1 square minus 9 equals 0. Or you can just start from here to use the quadratic formula to solve the equation x squared plus 2x minus 8 equals 0. Right? So this is the x plus 1 square equals 9. So x plus 1 equals plus minus 3, right? So you have 2, x equals 2, or x equals negative 4. So it's 2, 1, 2. 2 is here. This is the 2, 0 is the y-intercept. X equals negative 4, negative 4 is negative 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is negative 4. So this would be the x-intercept. So about y-intercept. Y-intercept, you can set x to be 0. Okay, so which is f of 0. We can start from here or from here directly. It depends on you. So here I use this 1. So this would be 0 plus 1 square minus 9, so which is equal to 8, negative 8. So it's negative 8. Sorry, I made a mistake. The vertex is negative 1, negative 1, negative 9. So the vertex is given by. It's negative 1, negative 9 here, right? Not 9. Sorry, I made a mistake here. Not 9. Should be negative 9. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 here. Negative 9. Okay, so this is your vertex. Right, so the x and y-intercept is what? Is 0, negative 8. So 0, negative 8 is here. So this is the y-intercept. Opens up, right? Because a is positive. So you can do it this way. Okay. More smooth. Okay, so this is the graph, the sketch of the graph. Okay, so the next problem is, if you know the graph, can you identify the equation the vertex form. Okay, so now we want to write an equation for the graph in the form of the vertex form, a times x minus h squared plus k, where a is equal to 1 or negative 1, and h and k are integers. So now let's look at this graph, this problem. Okay, this problem, the vertex is h and k, right? H and k, which is from the graph. Here's 5, so it's 4, 3, 3. So here's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. So which is 3, negative 4, right? So here is opens up. So a should be equal to 1 or negative 1. Opens up, positive, so it's negative, so it's 1. So this equation should be y equals 1 times x minus h minus 3 squared plus k equals negative 4, so minus 4. So this would be your answer. So similarly for this one, so here the vertex, which is hk, which is equal to what? Negative 4 and 2, right? This is 2, right? So opens down, so a is equal to negative 1, negative number, right? So at last your answer would be negative x minus h minus negative 4. The square plus k plus 2. So if you simplify, you will have minus x plus 4 squared plus 2. Okay, so this would be your answer. Now let's look at the application problems. This is again the profit analysis, and here is R is the revenue and C is the cost, and the P is, which is R minus C, which is the profit function. Okay, so if R is given and C is also given, and we want to find the profit when you produce 100 items, okay, widgets. So here, so the first thing we need to do is we need to figure out what is P of x, right? So P of x is equal to R x minus C of x, right? So R is 60x plus, sorry, there is a mistake. Yeah, because the copy problem, so here I should Rx should be equal to 60x minus 0.4x squared. Okay, you can see this equation function in the in-class worksheets. Okay, so all our problems are from the in-class worksheets. You can check the problem there. Okay, so this is the x squared, so this is the minus 0.4x squared. Okay, then minus cx. Cx is 3x plus 13. So many students will write as this way. Is this correct? No. You need to add the parentheses, right? Because this is the cx. And you have minus sign here, so you cannot just ignore the parentheses. So let's simplify, combine like terms. Put the x squared term on the top, in the first, so negative 0.4x squared. So it's the plus 60x minus 3x minus 13. So what's that? This is the 0.4x squared, right? Plus 57x minus 13. So this is the profit function to produce x items. So the question asks you to get what is P100. That means you substitute x with 100, so it's negative 4.4 times 100 times 100 square plus 57 times 100 minus 13. So this would be negative 4,000, right? Plus 5,700 minus 13. So you will get 5,700 minus 4,013. So it would be 7, 8, 6, and 1. Okay, so the profit is $1,687. So this is another example. The profit that vendor makes per day by selling X pretzels is given by this profit function is given by P of X equals this 1 point negative 0.004 X squared plus 2.4X minus 400. Find the number of the pretzels that must be sold to maximize the profit. Okay, so to maximize the profit, so in essence what we want to, we know there is a maximum value of this function P, right? Because our A here, A is equal to negative 0.004, which is less than 0, so the parabola will open down, right? So it must have some highest point. The highest point would give you the x, y coordinate would give you the profit, right? And here's HK, the vertex HK. And H would be the number of the pretzels. X coordinate of this vertex would give you the number of the pretzels that must be sold to maximize the profit. So it's very straightforward. We just need to locate H and K, right? So here H, we know H is equal to negative B over 2A, right? Negative B over 2A, which is equal to negative B. B is here is 2.4 over 2A. 2 times negative 0.004. So what's this number? So you use a calculator, you can get this is the 300. Okay, so actually we just need to sell 300 pretzels per day to maximize the profit. So of course we can continue to do more things. What is K? C minus B squared minus 4AC. So actually the problem, you can stop here, but we can continue to get more information, right? So what is the maximum profit? Some student may ask. So this is the C is negative 400 minus, this is the B square is 2.4 square over 4 times negative 0.004. So if you use a calculator, you will see it's equal to negative 40. So this problem tells you that this is probably not good. It tells you that you never earn money, right? So the store should be closed, right? It's because the maximum profit is negative $40. So you will lose at least $40 each day. Okay. Yeah, but actually we can do the calculation to see what happens, right? So the answer should be the vendor should sell 300 pretzels to maximize the profit. Right? Although here is a negative number, but it's still the maximum.